Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will show you what my Russian family eats throughout the week. I know that there will definitely be some questions, so I want to clarify some of the things right away. First of all, I want to say that usually Russian families have 4 meals a day. We have breakfast, lunch, then we have polдник and dinner. Now I know that you probably want to say, what is poldnik? Poldnik is usually between lunch and dinner, and I guess it can be compared to the English 5 o'clock tea. If you're curious to know how much money my family spends in a month for food, it's about 30,000 rubles a month. And here I should say that we do not limit ourselves. We buy anything else that we want. We can buy some pre-made pies or some cakes or some cookies, chocolate candies, and fruits, ice cream. So just anything that we want. Okay, so let's have a look at what is it that I'm feeding my family with. Kids' breakfast for today. Just some hot sandwiches with melted cheese inside, and the little one is going to drink some hot chocolate, some chocolate milk, and my youngest is going to drink plain milk. Yes. And as my sandwich maker can make only 2 sandwiches at once, so that's what I made for now. And I'm gonna go and make some sandwiches for me and with my husband now. For today's lunch, my family is having some pea soup, and we're also eating it with a little bit of bread with some green onions and with smoked chicken. Like, that's smoked chicken over there. Like, I've tried to cut it as thin as possible. My kids really love this. My man really love this. What are my kids going to eat for poldnik today? Poldnik is a meal between lunch and supper. Well, today they're having these. These are sырники, and they are made from tvarog, egg, and flour. Actually, you can find a recipe of sырники in my previous videos. So they're eating these, and probably they are going to eat it with condensed sweet milk. I've just opened a can, and they will simply put this on top because this is sweet, and sырники are not very sweet. That's how it's usually done. That's how it's usually eaten, just like that. And they're going to eat this together with some berry drink. Yep. And this berry drink is from different berries. And no, I didn't make this berry drink myself. I bought it in a supermarket. My husband came home and he brought strawberries from a local market. So now we will sit down and eat this. And yes, in about an hour or two, we're gonna have supper. Right, so what do we have for supper today? Well, we have buckwheat together, fried on the frying pan together with some onions, a little bit of carrots, and sausages. Yes, and I've also made a vegetable salad. It has some iceberg leaves, cucumbers, radishes, tomato cherries, and I guess that's it. Yes. And I'm gonna put in a little bit of sunflower seed oil. But this is like a virgin oil. It has the sunflower seed smell in it. And the little one doesn't like eating salad, so I've just put him some vegetables separately. For today breakfast, we're going to have some syrki. These are made from tvarog, some vanilla, a little bit of butter, sugar. I'm gonna show you one. We have different types, like this is with white chocolate. This has less fat in tvarog, so it has less calories. And this just has some milk chocolate on top, so these are quite nice. Okay, I'm just going to open this one. show you how it looks inside. It's like that. Actually, we have different types of those different brands. But they look like this. Just some tvarog, sweet tvarog in chocolate. And if I'll cut it open, that's how it looks inside. Just some white tvarog, and it tastes really good. Really sweet. And if those won't be enough, then we will have some oatmeal cookies. But I think that usually these are enough. For today's lunch, my kids are having some mushroom soup, cream soup, and they're gonna have it together with some little squares of toast and with some cheese. We have sausage cheese today and some bread. As for my husband and me, we're also having some mushroom soup, but this is a Russian style mushroom soup and it's cooked from from wild mushrooms. I'm having mine with some sour cream because I really like to eat it this way. For today's polnik, I made muffins. I made them myself, and I can say that for me, making muffins is something very easy. I make them pretty often. I guess I can even make them blindfolded. And I can make them almost with anything, with some blackberries, with some raisins, with banana, with chocolate. I don't know, but these are my favorite, my family's favorite. When I'm cooking them simply with vanilla and then put in some pieces of chocolate inside, with milk chocolate. So that's my muffins. That's how they look like. And some tea, of course, because we like drinking tea. Do. Okay, so what do we have today for dinner? Everything is pretty simple here. We have some potatoes, some boiled potatoes, some meatballs with chicken, and this is a beetroot salad. It's just a beetroot that was steamed and then grated together with some garlic and some walnuts. This part's from my family. It's with a little bit of Himalayan salt and with some sunflower seed oil. And this part is for me. It's with mayonnaise. Yes, I like eating this salad with mayonnaise. If you wonder what that is, that's just for tea after dinner. Also something that my husband bought today. Some cookies that look like this. Today we're gonna have this pie for breakfast. It's the one that you can buy in Russian stores and it's already made, which is very convenient. You just open it up. It's wrapped like this. And there you have it. It's ready. Of course, you can put it in your oven or in a microwave to heat it up a little bit. But actually, it's ready, so you can eat it just like that. Today is a very hot morning, so I'm not going to heat it up because we figured it out that it would be actually much tastier if we would eat it just the way it is, a little bit cold. So that's how it looks like. And yes, in the store they have lots of different tastes. They have sweet pies, they have salty pies, the ones with meat and cheese and cottage cheese as well. Just different types. So just a piece for every family member. But I guess we're gonna have 2 pieces each. Today for lunch, my family is having dumpling soup. These are Russian dumplings that are called pel'meni. And yes, we're gonna have a little bit of vegetables, some bread, And my older son likes to eat dumplings with a little bit of black pepper. Yeah, that's a lot actually. What are we going to have for today's polnik? For today's afternoon meal? Well, we are gonna have some pancakes, and actually they're quite sweet enough, but if not, if my kids would like to, they can eat them together with some sweet condensed milk. And my kids are drinking compote. Compote is a drink that is made from boiled fruits. Yes, well, actually, usually in the summer, I do not make compote because I prefer giving my kids fresh fruits and berries. But the thing is that my husband bought bought some plums that turned out to be absolutely tasteless, and I just didn't want to throw them away, so I put them into this. Yeah, just added some apples and made an apple plum compote. Well, today's dinner is ready. And today we also are having some meatballs. Actually, yesterday's meatballs. Only I've cut them into halves to heat them up and to fry them up a little bit. Actually, my kids say that yesterday's meatballs taste much better than the freshly made ones. Some spaghetti, some vegetables, and this is my favorite cheese salad. That's just some cheese, garlic, and mayonnaise. But it goes very well with pasta, especially when it's hot. When you put it on top and then it starts melting. So this is something that has to be eaten right away. Good morning, everyone. So it's breakfast time. My kids are gonna have some cornflakes together with milk. They're having some Russian cornflakes that look like little pillows, and some Nesquik. And as for me and my husband, we are eating some buckwheat with milk. I've cooked my buckwheat yesterday evening, and in the morning I simply had to add some milk and a little bit of sugar. So this is something like, you know, Russian cornflakes. This is something very Russian. Of course, we can't avoid having some of these on the table, some cookies and stuff, and prяники, because kids love those, like we love those. For today's lunch, my family has chicken soup. It's just a plain chicken soup, with chicken, potatoes, and carrots. And they're also having some Osetinskiy pirog. This is a pie that has some cheese inside and some green onions. I bought this. This is a already made thing that you buy in the store, and then you simply have to heat it up in your stove. For today's 5 o'clock tea, we're having a pie that I've made myself, and I put some fresh blueberries on top. And I like this type of pie because the berries are fresh, they're not cooked, so all the vitamins are here in the pie. It has something like custard cream, so it should be really tasty. That's how it looks like when you cut it open. For today's dinner, my family has some buckwheat, some sausages, and the main dish of today's dinner is this Russian salad that is called vinegret. It's a salad made from steamed vegetables such as beetroot, potatoes, carrots, and we also add some Russian style salted cucumbers into this, and some onion. Any onion that you like. It can be green onion, the usual, round white one. You can also add some green peas into this salad, but my family doesn't like to have this salad with peas, so it's just like this. And I have put some sunflower seed oil into this, but not the one that you fry things on, the one that you add into salads, the one that has this fantastic sunflower seed smell. So that's for my men. And I am a mayonnaise lover, so I'm having the same salad only with mayonnaise. So, okay. What do we have for today's breakfast? We have some zapiekanka. Here, I should say that zapiekanka is something like Russian cheesecake. It's made from tvarog, eggs, and a little bit of manka. Manka is actually wheat, but it's not yet flour. Like it has bigger pieces. So this is something very, very Russian. That's something that we like eating a lot. Especially we like giving this to our kids because it has a lot of calcium inside. We have sabikanka, some berries, blueberries, tea, and I guess we're gonna eat zapikanka with some jam. What do I have today? I have raspberry jam. My dog is having his own meal, just had one. And it's time for my family to have some lunch. So today we are having borsh. Yes, finally, it's borsh today. And we are eating it together with some rye bread. Well, with some black bread. Yeah, we have different types of it. With some green onions. And my husband and my youngest son like to eat borsh with this. This is sala. Sala is actually pig's fat that was salted, and we usually keep it in the fridge so it's very cold, and then we take it out and we cut it very, very, very thin, and usually put it on some black bread and eat it together with borscht. Like these two things go very well together for those who like sala. Because frankly speaking, I do not like sala, and my oldest son cannot even imagine eating this. So everyone, for today's afternoon snack, we're gonna have some ice cream because it's a very hot day. I've just bought different types of it. Because usually my kids' taste change from time to time. So today they like eating this ice cream, and tomorrow something else. So I've just bought different types, and I'm gonna call my kids here to choose what they're gonna eat today. Actually, today we also bought some berries at our local market. So we're having some cherries, strawberries, and some apricots as well. Our today's dinner looks like this. So we're just going to have some spaghetti bolognese, some vegetables, and just a little bit of leftovers of yesterday's salad vinaigrette. So everyone, it's Saturday's morning, and today we're having kasha for breakfast. If you're interested to know what kasha is, well, I have a separate video on that. So you can just click there. And here, like my oldest son is having some oatmeal, and my husband as well. And me and my youngest son, we're having manka. So this is manka. Yes, I'm having manka as well. That's how it looks like. It tastes a little bit sweet, not too much. So we usually like adding something sweet to our kashas. Today we have some blackberries that my parents bought in a village when they were going from their dacha to Moscow. These are wild berries, like wild blackberries. People in Russian villages, they often go to nearby forests to gather some wild berries and then sell them. So, like that's the best way to buy berries from people who went and picked them, hand-picked them in a forest. Ecologically clean berries, definitely. And this is something that I've made from my mom's strawberry, from the one that she grew on her dacha, and from blackberries. So I just blended the berries together with some sugar because I think that this stuff will go better for my kids than just simple berries. And yes, we're having some tea again. Russian people love drinking tea, so yeah, we have it pretty often. Well, today's lunch is almost the same as yesterday's. We have borscht again, And yes, some bread, some green onions, and some salad for my youngest son. Yes, I'm having my borsh with some sour cream. Yes, and don't be surprised that there are only three plates. My husband is busy today, he's not having lunch with us. I decided not to cook anything for today's polnik. We're simply going to have a pie that I bought in local supermarket. It's just like a chocolate pie or a chocolate roll. And we're simply going to have it with some tea. Well, I'm drinking coffee. Well, it's dinner time, and for today's main dish, we have fried chicken breasts with some herbs, spices. We also have some mushrooms that were also fried with some garlic and stuff. We have leftovers of our Russian salad that is called vinegret, and we are eating it together with some boiled potatoes and just a little bit of fresh stuff, bell pepper over here. It's Sunday morning, and today we're having some waffles. I mixed up the batter in the evening, so I only had to, fry them. And how are we going to eat them? In a very special way. We're gonna eat them with ice cream. Yep. This is plain Russian ice cream, just the white one. I think it does have some vanilla flavor. But this is just it looks like this, just like a brick of it. So I'm gonna put myself one waffle, and then I'll put some ice cream on, just like that. Haha. And I'm gonna put some blackberry and strawberry. I don't know how to call this, sauce maybe. I had the same yesterday for our kasha. So I'm gonna put this on top, and I'm gonna sprinkle it with some blackberries. I think it's gonna be very tasty. Come on, sprinkle up. Oh, yep. So that's how I'm planning to have mine. I think this looks very tasty. What do you think? Hmm? It looks like a holiday, meal. Oh, one ran away. Boo! It's beautiful and hot summer Sunday. The window is opened wide. And what else do we have for lunch today? We have some chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup. And we have some of these. These are called pirojki. And actually, these are just stuffed buns. And today, as we're eating this with some soup, these are with meat, with grated turkey meat and some fried onions, to be exact. So it's time for an afternoon snack. And today everything is actually very simple. My kids are having different types of yogurts that they like, and some cookies. Now these cookies are pretty simple. They just have some sugar and sesame seeds on top. Kids are drinking tea. I'm drinking my coffee. So everything is very simple and fast today. For today's Sunday dinner, we're having some mac and cheese. Well, I guess you could call this mac and cheese. There's some pasta together with some grated cheese and some pieces of Russian kalbasa, which is something like ham, something in between ham and sausages, and some bechamel sauce. And I like to cook it with cheesy, crunchy topping. So I add some garlic into the cheese that I'm putting on top, and a little bit of mayonnaise and egg. So the top is actually the tastiest part of it. And together with this mac and cheese, like Russian style mac and cheese, we're also having some coleslaw salad, which is the usual one, I guess like many people make, the countries. I just want to open up my mac and cheese and show it to you. Okay, let me cut it open. Let me show you what's inside. So, like the top crust, and then some macaroni, in cheese and little pieces of kielbasa and just lots of cheese actually.